Hey guys, it's Henry here. Today on this video, I'm going to be explaining about my journey for the 2018 of like conventions or all the other highlights from this year 2018, like a discussion talk with you guys. Um, Today I would say like it's interesting. It was an interesting this year of 2018. My year has been really good. Most of the positivity mostly. I did not expect on a lot of things in life for the past this year on like going to so many conventions and new cosplays and the people that I met as well and such. It's been a heck of a brilliant year for me for this year 2018. I did not expect it. I'm really grateful and thankful, and I feel really blessed by it. All the really good stuff, and then all the fun times and the funny times and all that stuff. It's just amazingly. Um, there was a little bit few downs and like small ones, but even though like it didn't hit me too bad, but I still kept going. I was nervous or like got a few downs, but I had a lot of great friends and new people who have been so supportive and then been there for me and then faithful to, really have faith in me. I was so thankful. I was really grateful by all of that. Because without all that, it would not be the same. I don't know if I would have enjoyed this year of 2018, to be honest. But I made a New Year's revolution. I don't know if you guys know this. I know whenever there's a New Year's revolution coming up, like New Year's Day or New Year's Revolution, um, I had to decide what I want to do in that point on. So I was like, you know what, let's stay positive for myself for this year 2018, and let's make it a really good one, and it has been a really good one actually for me. I was I didn't expect it. A lot of things. It was a good kick-off start from the beginning of January, I would say. Even though I was struggling with like a little bit of like money and such, and then working wise, and then and cosplay, I guess. But I kept trying to stay positive, and it was really hard. But that was my promise I wanted, so I gotta do it. And then eventually I did. I mean, so it took a while, to sink in, and took a while to sort things out and stuff. So yeah, it was tough. It was tough from the very start, but at least I've pushed it, and then I've made it through and all that stuff. So, and also like the conventions that I've been to actually. The conventions I've been to was like the first one was Capital Sci-Fi. That was Capital Sci-Fi Con. That was a really good kickoff start, and I really enjoyed it and stuff. And then it was good to see my friends from the very start and such. It was a good laugh, and also it was a good laugh with like me, David, Amy, and then Gemma as well for the hotel room and such. It was just so much banter and all that, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. I really did. I had so much fun from the start of it, the convention and all that stuff. So even though despite the weather was quite horrible, but kept going. But the convention, I love it. But it's the problem was just the location. It was a bit too small, but I didn't like the security guards. To be honest, like there's always securities. There's always have problems during the conventions nowadays. So, so that's a little bit of a. But I still enjoyed the capital. Like that's the main thing. I try to enjoy it, but that's the main thing, and then being with friends and such. So, I still enjoyed it, and then because obviously like I had to walk out and get some fresh air. Like whenever you're inside a convention, if it's too warm or whatever, you need some fresh air. But then as soon as you walk out, you've got yourself a fresh air you needed, and then you want to go back in, and then someone tells you, like one of the securities tell you that you can't get in because of it, and they're like, wait, because I've already bought my weekend ticket and stuff, and you telling me that I can't get in because of it. So yeah, so I had to argue on that and then discuss about that, so to try and get me and convince it, and then eventually let me in. So that was that. So that was Capital. Was it Decon? Decon. I really enjoyed Decon. I would say it was an interesting year. I would say for Decon. It was interesting from like the last time I was at Decon last year. but I prefer this year's one. This year's one wasn't too bad. I quite like it. Obviously, I wore blaze blue and such. And then, before like a decon weekend, I was with my friend David, Scott, Lee, Amy, James. It's just, it's so funny. Basically, what happened was, I don't know if you've seen a video that me chasing David like a Madagascar skit theme, like one of those movies, like the chasing of Mario and Alex. So we decided, me and David decided to do it for a laugh, just for the fun of it, and we did. And then as soon as we showed it on social media, everyone started laughing, and I laughed as well, and it was such an incredible moment. That was like one of my favourite moments of the 2018, of like my funny highlights. So I really enjoyed it, I really did, and all that stuff. And then another thing was, it was me swearing as well, me started bleeping and stuff, but my friend David created the bleep sounds of me swearing, but it's quite funny. I loved it. It was such a good journey, like on the road to Dundee and such. I actually enjoyed going to Dundee for decon, like us. It was a good laugh and all that. I really enjoyed it. And then it was funny that me and my other mates were talking. There was a advert called Bud Light drinks. Commercials, they always shout dilly dilly, so dilly dilly and stuff, just banters the dilly dilly. It's so funny. And then I actually say to my mates, like, oh, it's going to become a dilly dilly con now, to be honest. So that was funny, but I think it was so weird commercial, but I loved it. And it was on TV randomly on the hotel room, but it was funny anyway. So, but I loved it. I really loved it, and it was just so funny. But the convention was okay. It was quite good. I managed to catch up with great friends and such, and then we had a good time. And also the after party as well. I had a good time as well and such. There was a few problems and all the downs, but I'm not going to explain to that, just in case, because I feel like I don't want to explain to it. I mean, but that's all I can say about it. But it's mostly it's positive. I mean, I would say, enjoyable. So I really did enjoy it. I mean, for decon. And then after decon was Rycon spring, because they normally would be in March, but it got shifted to April because of the snow that happened. So yeah, I was at Rycon spring. It was on a Sunday, and it was interesting. It was the first time ever on a Sunday instead of a Saturday. So, and then I went. It was interesting, and I got catched up with a lot of my mates again. And then I cosplayed the Assassination Classroom, which I loved. And then I was Karma as well. And then there was a few background videos and stuff. Me and a few of my other mates, like M and all that stuff, and it was crazy. And then I brought another cosplay to Rycon. It was my first new cosplay debut was Magneton from Pokemon. Basically, what happened was that I made that costume myself. It was quite easy, and I made it myself. And then I was like, when should I wear this costume? For the convention. So I was like, you know what? Let's take it to Rycon early, because I normally would take it to MCM London. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it to Rycon, and then also that I wore it for the cosplay masquerade. I showed up with it, and then I can tell there's a lot of people were surprised, like they'd never seen that costume in person, and they had a few photos after that, after me taking part in the masquerade. So it was very nerve-wracking, to be honest, in my opinion, me being on stage as Pokemon Magneton. A lot of my mates, like David and all that, they were so surprised. They were like, whoa, I'd never seen that costume, and like they'd seen it in person. They're just like, wow, I loved it. And then I was so nervous, but I explained to them, I was like, I had to wear it just to show you guys, like a wee sneak peek. But it was insane, but I loved it, you know what I mean? Being on stage, and then I did a few skits of like me being as Magneton from Pokemon. I was so nervous, and then I heard there's shouting, chanting my name, or not my name, but like chanting away from me, and I was just like, it did kind of like I nearly lost my nerves and stuff. I nearly lost my skit, I would say, because I was like a little bit shaken. I was just trying to be confident, just trying to get off my nerves and such, but it was hard. But I still enjoyed it, in my opinion. I really did and such, and it was so much fun. I loved it. and then the after party as well. The after party was quite fun as well, and then it was just so much good banters and such. You know what I mean? I loved it and such. But yeah, I did enjoy Rycon Spring. I really did. You know, it was fun. After Rycon Spring, it was MCM London, which is on May. It was like the first time ever I went to MCM London. It was like basically it's like my holiday vacation, and I went there for the first time. I was by myself on the road on the train to MCM London. I was so nervous. I was really nervous because like there was like a one big opportunity I took, so I had to take it. So what I did was like the reason I decided to go because I bought the ticket before the prices went up, so I was like, should I go, should I not go? I was like, screw it, I'll buy it, and then I was like, I'm going anyway, because if I don't go, I'm going to end up regretting it, and then it'll probably take me ages to go again, if you know what I mean. So I decided to go anyway. So and then I wanted to thank my friend, my good close friend of mine, Joe. He lives in London. He used to stay in like in Aberdeen or something like that, and then he moved down to London for like uni or for college and a job as well. And I stayed over at his apartment, which just lives like 5 minutes away from the con. So so it's like a bird's eye view. I don't know if you'll probably see like a video vlog of it. So you'll probably see that. And then once I stayed over at his apartment, we decided he helped me on a wee tour on the adventure, which I really thank him so much for like taking me a tour on before the convention and during the convention and after the convention. So I was really happy with that, and then it was like a dream come true when my eyes were like wide open. I just like, did not expect on things, and I'm just so happy. It was such a really great adventure of my holiday vacation ever. I do miss MCM London. It was just so much fun. I really did, and also I wore like 3 new cosplays to the con as well. Like that was amazing, and I got a few photos. It wasn't too bad. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and then also that I made like loads of photos and videos along the way. It was just ridiculous, and also I bought a lot of stuff there as well, which is really ridiculous. And the hall of the stalls and such, it's far bigger than MCM Scotland and all the other ones. But there was loads of things you can do, of like fun things like game zone, and then there's like a kid zone, and there's a loads of stalls, and then there's like a card games areas and such. I mean, it's just incredible, and I'm just so happy to see all that. And then there was a main stage, there was a panel show, and then there's a big hall of the special guest area section for autographs and such. And I got to meet the 3 different special guests. Actually, I was so happy. I got to meet Jess Harnell, who played Transformers Ironhide and Barricade, which I got an autograph, and then I got a photo next to him, and I got to speak to him and such. And he was such a really cool guy. He was such a chilled out. He gave me a nice compliment with my necklace. It was just so nice of him. It was like a childhood dream to meet him as well in person. So after I met him, I met a guy from Final Fantasy Kingsglaive. I can't remember his second name, Liam, I think. He plays one of the members as well. I can't remember, but I was really nervous next to him and such. And then I got an autograph and then a photo next to him. And he wrote like "See you around, hero," and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was just so happy. So that was like the highlight of that. It's because I've already met John Camblin, and then I met the other guy as well, you know, so from Final Fantasy Kingsglaive. And then the last one I met was Overwatch, was Mercy. I was really nervous to meet Mercy actually, because I do love the voice actor and the character as well. So I went up to her and just spoke to her normally and such, and then she spoke to me back. She's like, "Oh, I love your accent. Are you from Glasgow?" And I was like, "Yes." And then she's like, "Yo, get high five, man, high five." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I gave her a high five after that. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh!" I did not expect that though. And then it was so nice to speak to her in person. You know, like even though there was other 2 Overwatch voice actors, which is Genji and Zarya, but I couldn't get a chance to meet them because like I didn't have time for that. So I only have time for either choose one of them. So I chose Mercy. So meeting Mercy was just like an honor, and then I'm just so happy after that, and then I'm just blown away by what I've just seen. But it's a shame that I couldn't get it on video or photo next to her, but at least I've got like a photo evidence. I've got a autograph signed from her, and what I've experienced and what I've seen her earlier as well. and then what I just witnessed as well. So it was such a cool moment. You know what I mean? I'll never forget it. And then the after party for MCM London was ridiculous. Like, I did not expect that, how busy and how crowded the people are outside of the parties and such. But it was really cool to see it. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy as fuck, man. I mean, but I love watching it, what's going on. It was funny being with a few of my friends, and I got to meet a lot of new people as well. They were really nice folks. I think I met the people that I met. They were really nice folks at the right place and the right time for me. So I'm really happy with that. And I got them to be a part of my cosplay music videos and such, and it was just they loved it so much, and they want to meet me again, and they want to see me more and such. So there is a chance that I will announce on another video about MCM London when I'll be going again. So I'll see what I can do with that. Yeah, so that's the main thing. And then another thing is that a funny moment, actually. There's a funny MCM London of that on Friday night. I was with my friend Joe there, and then basically we were on the road, to cycle to the after party, and then what happened was that my friend Joe is like, we saw a cosplayer dressed as Persona 4, Rise, one of my favourite characters for Persona 4, and then basically what happened, my friend Joe is like, do you want to, there's a Persona 4 character that Rise, that the cosplay, the character you like, do you want to get a photo of her? I was like, no, I'll pass, let's go, because my face almost went bright red, and then my friend Joe like walked up to her. I said, like, he just walked up to her asking for a photo, and I was like, on behalf of my friend Henry, he wants to get a photo of you because you're he likes Persona 4 in your character as well. And I was just like, my face went red even more. I was like, Joe! It's so funny, man. My mind was like, Joe, why are you doing this to me, you cheeky kid? That's so funny, man. Oh, but yeah, I got a photo of her eventually, and I spoke to her more as well eventually and such. And it was just so nerve-wracking me talking to her, but after that we were cool. I mean, we were more settled after that, but it was just so funny from the very start. I was so nervous and all that stuff. Whenever someone dresses up as your favourite character, you just don't, it's hard to ask him for a photo, I guess. I mean, especially like depending on what your favourite character is or what series is from. I mean, so it's just I'm not gonna explain that because there's just way too many characters I like. So yeah, it was just so funny, man. I mean, that was my favourite highlight moment of the MCM London of that when I was there and experience. So yeah, I will explain MCM London and when I'll come back for another time with another video of the updates. So that's MCM London. The next con I went to was SunnyCon. That was like, it wasn't like almost last minute. It was like a month or 2 months last minute, I would say. So I decided to go because like there's not a lot of Scottish people are going to it, so it was kind of crazy. I was with my friend Joe as well because he decided to come last minute. So we went to I basically went on the road on Friday, and then we managed to get checked in and stuff because normally I would go on Thursday, but because since the money was so hectic and such, and then my work as well and such, and then my holidays, so I decided, I'll stay Friday till Monday instead. So that's that sorted and all that for the hotels and such. It was so great to see my friends in Newcastle and all that. I had to catch up with a lot of folks, and then it was just so cool. I wore like a few different cosplays for that one, for the theme for the for the summertime and such. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, and I had to catch up with a lot of good friends from the ones who are in Newcastle and such, and I met new people along the way. And I was helping out for the photo shoots for the Pokemon group. Like, it was insane, and I do miss them a lot. I really do, and I do miss a lot of people from Newcastle as well along the way. It was such a great moment that I had to catch up with them, and then plus the after party was so fun. I really enjoyed it. It was just so much fun, and I had fun with it. It's just, it does feel weird that I'm not with, like, normally I would be with Scott, David, or, a few really close friends of mine and such, but things are so different from this year for me by myself on the road. it was interesting. So, but it was kind of weird. But I still kept going. I mean, I must go on. And also that at least I'm not alone when I was on traveling to Newcastle or even at SunnyCon. At least I'm not alone. And then plus I was at one of the music videos. I want to thank James as well. So Doctor Hero Photography. Um, his videos is great. By the way, you should check it out. And I mean, in his channel, he does really good music videos and all that. I got to be one of his videos, which is honor, and I just feel so amazed by it when I first watched it. I was dressed up as TK from Digimon. It was such a really cool video as well. You'll probably see it. Um, yeah, that was really cool. And also that it's a shame that I can't go to SunnyCon next year because of like I have a family vacation. That was the last time I see my friends at Newcastle, and then even SunnyCon as well to last to see it until 2 years time. So it's going to be hard for 2 years after fly by. So it's going to be really hard not being there. Because I'll be away family vacation, so I'll explain that later in other video maybe. And then it's hard to say goodbye, but at least I had enjoyed it, and then I had an amazing time there, being with my friends, and to catch up with them one last time and such. And I told them that I'm not gonna make it next year, so it is pill to swallow, not able to tell them not that you can't make it, but at least I've been honest and say it out truthfully. So, but I had fun. I mean, that's the main thing. I did have fun in Newcastle this year. So yeah, that was that. After that, I went to AmeCon. That was like the first time going to AmeCon. It's similar with KetaCon, but I prefer KetaCon more than Ame. But I still went to Ame anyway. So I got myself a badge, and I catched up with a few friends, and I'm not seeing ages and such, and it was just amazing. I made a music video for that, and then I made like small photo shoots and such along the way. So it was really really cool. So, and then it was so much fun with the after party as well. Well, the ball dance wasn't too bad. I did as well. I prefer the ball dance at the KetaCon they had. So, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, I really did. And also like I had fun with the cosplays I did as well, and I had to catch up with a few friends and such. Basically me and Ellis, we celebrated David's birthday as well along the way. So because it was his birthday that weekend, so we celebrated, and then I kind of lied to him about the one of those carrier bags. It was definitely for him. He thought it was like one of those food and supplies, but I actually tricked him, to be honest. You probably see on one of the videos that basically I lied, just to get away from it, just in case he'll probably think it's suspicious and such. So sorry, David. I had to be done. So hope you're watching this. Yeah, it was insane. But I really enjoyed the weekend of AmeCon though. I mean, the weather was roasting, but I still enjoyed it. And then plus I catched up with my friends mostly outside from the parties, outside the party, the circle bit area, and then such. And it was just crazy. I made a video vlogs on that. It was just cool. It was really really cool. And also that it was just so much fun. Sunday, the after party as well, I think, as well. Along the way, they played a couple of really good tunes. I was with my close friends and all that, hanging out for the party and such, dancing away and shit. And then it was really, really cool. And then it was so much fun. And then after that, the weekend of AmeCon on Monday, before we head out on the road travelling back home and such, we started doing so much banters. Me and David started doing dancing, and we started doing talking shitness and having banners and all that. It was fun. It was just so much fun, and then James recorded it for us, and then it's just so much funny things that happened on Monday. It's like, okay, AmeCon is not convention is not over yet. We still kept going, so there's one more or two more things. I mean, we'll do some fun. So yeah, it was really really cool. I bought a few things at AmeCon, so which is really cool. But yeah, I had fun. I mean, it was really cool, and then played some video games along the way and all that, and catch up with friends one last time before the ones who live so far away and such. So yeah, that's AmeCon out of the way, and then the next con I went to was MCM Scotland, which is I would say it's one of my favourite by this year, honestly, like this year of MCM, because the last MCM the past couple of years. It's been alright, and then it's always been good. But this one's been really good this year, because there's so many really good guests they've brought into this year, which I'm happy of. I'm happy that the guest they brought in was mostly Overwatch because I'm a huge fan, and then I've only met there was like they announced like Vic and then Jess Harnell and all that stuff, and then I've only met Jess Harnell, so that's the main thing. It's a shame I didn't get a chance to see Troy Baker and Nolan North, so it's a shame because I didn't have time for that. So it's because it's I want to meet most of the guests, but it's just even though it's a shame it's only a 2-day event. I wish it was a 3-day event. Then there's a chance that you can meet a guest another day and all that stuff. So it's a lot better, but it's just timing wise as well. So also that the guests I met for Overwatch would be Genji, because eventually I met Genji because I didn't get a chance to meet him in London. So I'm very happy that I got to speak to him in person and such. And my friend David recorded it for me, which I thank him so much. And then James for backing me up there as well, because I'm really nervous meeting the guests nowadays and speaking to them in person, you know what I mean? So, so I thank them for helping me out, and also that I met the Genji, and then he asked me, he's like, "Is there any questions you want to ask me?" And I kind of, I think I asked him that. I was nervous that I wasn't even sure what question to ask him, but I eventually clicked on my mind for 2 seconds. Like, what kind of favourite voice line do you like from character of Genji? And then eventually I think he said something, I can't remember what line he said, but it blew my mind. I was like, whoa! So, and that was crazy. So, and then after that, after I spoke to him and such, he was just such a really cool, chilled out guy. After that, I met him. I went to see Mercy, and then next to as well, the other voice actors there. I only came to say hi and such, and then as soon as she saw me, I gave her a wave and such, and it's just like I asked her, "Do you remember me? Do you remember me?" And it's just like, "Yeah, I remember you. You're from I saw you at MCM London, did you?" And I was like, "Oh my, yes, I knew it. And I was just so happy, man. I was just so blown away, and I was just like, whoa, I knew this was gonna happen, man. Because I was so nervous that I don't know if she'll remember me and such, but we spoke on that a lot, and it was just so much. And then, it's craziness and such, and it was just, oh my gosh, man, it was just so much fun. And then when I met Mercy, for the second time, it was so cool, and then I got to speak to her. I think I managed to give her a high five, and then she gave me a hug as well in the end. It was just really cool, and then I was just so blown away and such. And I asked her, like, I need healing. That was the last words I had to say to her. I was like, I need healing, So, and she's like, she responded back, like, we all need healing. So that was really funny. I had to say it for a laugh, but she took it, me as exception what I said for fun, just for the fun out of it, and then I was so happy that I got to meet her, So second time, and my friend David and James, they got to meet her as well before I met her, and what David said to me that they got me in video. No, I don't know if they got me in video. They got saying one of my phrases that they would usually say, So it was funny, but it's a shame they couldn't get it on video, and then I wish I got to see it. It's a shame I didn't even get a chance to see it in person. But what I've heard from David and James, it was funny, but I was like, I wish I was there, man. I can't believe you guys said that. So, but I'll probably explain it another time with that video, So I don't want to explain on this. And then after I met Mercy, I got to meet Diva, one of my favourite characters, my main character when I play the Overwatch game. I was so nervous to meet her in person and such, and then speaking to her was so amazing. I was just literally blown away, and I just said GG, and then she responded to her voice line GG, and I was like, what? I was just like, I can't believe she did it, And then she wrote the autograph sign saying GG, and I'm just like, wow. And then as soon as after she wrote it, and then we spoke and stuff, and I was just like, no, of this and stuff, and then just like it's a wee teasing thing, and then she responded back. Basically, what she said, respond back. She picked up after she wrote an autograph sign. She picked it up and then handed it over to me. She's like, nerve this, and I was like, oh, what? I just did not even expect that, and I was just like jaw dropped. So I was so amazed by it, and then we spoke and stuff, and then I was just like, I'm so happy I got to meet you and stuff, and then just like it just totally blew my mind. And then also that I said to like her that you should, hope you do come back to Scotland again. I mean, we're more happy to see you again and such. And then it's great. And I spoke to her and such, and it was really really cool. I mean, I'll never forget that. I mean, I'm just so happy I got to meet Diva. You know what I mean? So it was so cool, man. I mean, I loved it. So that was the three Overwatch voice actors I met. I already got 2 autograph signs by Diva and Genji, so I'm really happy with that. It was, and then during the convention of MCM Scotland, I had an amazing time. Like I did video vlogs along the way, and then did the CMV as well. It was just so good though this year though. I'm really happy with that. And I did a new cosplay of My Hero Academia, of 2 days of Denki Calamari with 2 different versions, and then I was really happy with that, and then had so much fun in banners, and then plus like I didn't go to the after party. I went to bowling the night or something like that, and then we went out for a meal as well, which is really good to catch up with my friends, and then go out for a meal with your friends together as well and such, and it was just so good. I really enjoyed it. It was so different compared to last year, I would say, and then I was really happy with this year's one, to be honest, and it was so much fun. Me and David and the others, I think we wore mostly easy costumes instead of like carrying so much props or whatever and such. So that was really fun. But there was a lot of a small missing piece of the puzzle, that the stalls. I wish there was more stalls, I would say, and I wish there was new stalls that I've not seen yet and such. There is some of the ones are same ones, but it's cool that I see some of the same ones, but I really need to see some new ones compared from MCM London as well. So yeah, that's what happened and such. So yeah, I had an amazing time for the weekend at MCM Scotland and all that, and on the road and such. It was just so much to catch up with great friends and all that, hang out, and then just did some really fun stuff, you know what I mean, along the way. So that was like the best time of the year is MCM Scotland. So I'm definitely going back every year as always. So I'm looking forward to next year's though, because next year is going to be interesting. So like new cosplays again, and then maybe new video vlogs and new CMVs, and then like a lot of things when I'm done there, hopefully. So we just need to wait and see. So after MCM Scotland, I went to is Rycon Winter, which is the last convention for me for that. And then as soon as I went to Rycon, it was such an interesting. I managed to catch up with great friends and such, and then also that me and my friends, close buddies, like Scott, David, Rachel, we did a cosplay masquerade together, like for My Hero Academia. That was an interesting one, and the reaction of like the crowds for the people was just crazy, loudly and such, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it after that, and me dressed up as Denki during the Rycon. It was so much fun. I had a lot of people asking for me for a photo, and had a few like kids and teenagers asking, like they know My Hero Academia, and then they were like asking me to do thumbs up meme and stuff. Oh, not meme, like thumbs up, like a derpy face of Denki, which I did. It was so funny, and I really enjoyed it. And then I had a really nice compliments from new people who came up to me about seeing my videos, and they followed me on my channel and such. And I whoever still subscribed me and still follow me and watched me, the ones who people came up to me, I want to say thanks, because you guys made me happy. Like, you guys made me smile. You guys made me happy and put a smile on my face during the con, which is amazing. And I got to speak to you in person as well. Whoever, the ones that people came up to me, I want to say thanks. I mean, because I never imagined I would get this the response and such, but I'm really happy with that. And I know some people are still nervous out there, and then still like no sure and such. Just come up to say hi to me, I mean, I'm not gonna bite you or whatever and such, I mean, so I'm very laid back and chilled out. I mean, I'm always like have fun and such, and I like to talk, I mean, new people and such, so I'm really happy with that. So yeah, so that's that. During the con was fun. I had fun. I mean, such with My Hero Academia mate, and then I bumped into a few group of friends of the different meets as well along the way, and after that was I went to the after party as well. The after party was better than I thought the last time, and they played all a really few really good tunes that I liked. There was My Hero Academia tunes, and then some other anime tunes that they played. So it was so much fun, and then I think they played Odd Future. That was one of my favorite songs, so I was really happy with that. And then during the after party, me, David, and the others, we all wear like a school uniforms of My Hero Academia. We got a really good couple of photo groups, and then we did a really amazing photo group as well together and such. It was so much fun. I mean, and then it was just, it was like a dream thing. I mean, we all did it together. So, that was like one of my favorite highlights for the Rycon for the past couple of years of Rycon. So it was cool. It was really cool. And then I wish that like it would stay longer, Rycon. I wish. And then it is such a really cool that, you know, the photo and the memory I'll never forget, and it was such a cool moment. I mean, it was one of my favorite highlight experience. You know, from me and my friends were wearing school uniforms together and they had fun and such. You know, that was like our dream thing. So it was really cool. I wish that hopefully we get to do it again in the near future, again and during the other cons possibly. Who knows? But I think there's a possibility we'll probably do it again. You know what I mean, so there'll probably be more people this time around. Hopefully, because like that would be really interesting. You know what I mean? Because I think that's going to be really fun. You know, that would be like a amazing moment for me. So yeah, for 2018 wise, it's been a really cool year, and I really enjoyed it. And then the new cosplays I wore was incredible as well, and then it was just so much fun. But yeah, all the experience I've been to from this year of MCM London, Scotland, like SunnyCon and all that, it was just amazing blast. You know, I that's one of my favorite. Like that's a really good year. You know, for me for this year 2018. I'll remember the memories from that year for this year 2018. But it's a shame that there's no other cons left to go to. The Rycon was my last con, so that was like my last con season. So yeah, for next year for the 2019 of the conventions, I will make another video for like the convention I'm going to go to. For next year 2019, I will definitely make a video for that just to keep you updates. And not sure about the cosplays yet. I've not decided yet. So, but yeah, I will keep you updated on what's been going on and such, and all that stuff. So, but I'm definitely going to make a video for the convention of 2019 that I'm going to, that I'm intending to. So yeah, we'll just see how things go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this discussion talk video from me. It was just amazing blast, I would say, because like it was such a really positive year for me, because most of the time, I mean most of the months, I've been so positive, and then it's just been so much fun. And then, you know, like the cosplays I did this year was really good, photo shoots and then videos for it and such, and then being with my friends, it's really cool meeting new folks and like you guys, and then, you know, from all different cities and around the UK, some of the places around the UK as well. I wish I get to know the new people more as well along the way, so hopefully I'll see them again in the near future. So I'll see what happens from that. I will try and make another video for about MCM London when I'll go back as well. So, because obviously that was my first time ever went, so I don't know if I'll be able to go back again next couple of years, but we'll wait and see. But I will announce that very shortly soon about MCM London and such. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go now and do some like stuff as well. I mean, like I need to do some stuff for the cosplays for next year and then the convention lineups as well. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. So of my discussion of 2018, like conventions and all that such on the roads and such. Hopefully I'll see you guys next year. I mean, so and I want to like go to like the conventions I've been to this year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the conventions that you've been to this year. So, but I want to hear your feedback. So I mean, see what your favorite convention you've been to and such, and all your favorite highlight for the 2018 as well, or funny one as well. So, anyways, I better go, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.